If podcast, let's shine bright. Podcast, let's go. Carry one vision, one mic, now we on the show.
This is the If Podcast, episode 2. I'm your host, Xavier McKnight.
And I'm your co-host, Kendrick Holmes.
And we got another special guest today.
Ooh, who do we have?
I don't know, but he looking real sharp.
Sharp.
Came in shining.
Shining. And he said, let me take the glasses off so it won't reflect.
We got,
well, you seen them in City of Vultures 2 and 3. You seen them on Toxic Tendencies. You seen them in the fruit commercials, things like that. Youngest entrepreneur in Chicago, Harper Anthony. How you feel?
I feel great, and I thank you guys very much for allowing me to be here today. Can I just say, this studio looks amazing.
Thank you.
We're trying. We're going to upgrade too as well. But I'm so happy you're here. I was looking at your IMDb, and I'm like, man, this guy is working.
Yeah, man.
I try.
So how did you get into acting?
So I really got into acting. Well, it started off with me modeling. When I was 3, I got into modeling kind of off a dare that somebody gave my mom. And my mom didn't really think I like it that much, but ever since then, I did my first photo shoot. I've been modeling ever since. And then I got into modeling. Then I was like, I want to be on a big screen in front of a whole bunch of people. Because I used to go to movies a lot with my mom. We'd have movie night at home. And I was like, what if we had a movie night where we watched me? So that's one of the reasons that I really got into acting.
Oh.
So what was the show or movie where you had that first thought, like, oh, man, I could do this. I want to do this. Do you remember?
I do, actually. And it was Henry Danger.
Oh.
Actually, it really was getting to see Henry Danger and Avengers Endgame. Getting to see all, like, the special effects, and then Disney Plus, they would show you behind the scenes. And I'd be like, how did they take this with all these blue screens and fake animals and fake Hulk to look like, why does this look so real and like it's actually happening? So that's, yeah.
I think we all, as actors and filmmakers, share that common interest. Like, man, we want to see how this is done. Do you have an interest behind the cameras too? Because the behind the scenes stuff, that's,
I actually do. I started me and my mother gifted to me another business when I got 6 consecutive quarters of straight A's. Now I'm on 20. The business is called Harper Vision 360. I do a lot of photography. That's my main area. But my mother does a lot of videography, photography. We do 360 photo booths, regular photo booths. We honestly do it all. She did her first photo shoot, but she's still trying to get in it and get the right equipment. So when we do it again, we can make sure we're giving the customer the best quality.
Oh, wow.
And you say 19 consecutive?
Yeah.
Now I'm 20.
Now I'm curious too. Like, I want to know, like, how do you balance acting with school and other activities?
The answer is really in your question with balance. Being able to just have a very supportive mother, and then me and my mother, we live by work hard, you play hard. So we always know we have to get our responsibilities and priorities out the way, and then we can go have fun. Like today, for example, I here at the podcast, and I'm going to a mental health and hip hop event after this, and then tomorrow I'm going to Sky Zone to jump on trampolines.
What's your favorite subject?
Math
Math and writing.
Math and writing. I'm a future writer.
I know. Man, it's impressive. It's very impressive about all the things you're doing, you and your mom doing. It's impressive how you think. You already have your priorities straight. You already know the route to go, and I'm amazed. Like, how do you get the work ethic? I'm assuming it came from your mother. You seeing how hard she works.
Yes, see her work day in and out. My mother would start work. She'd get up at 5 a.m. I don't know why. She'd try to go to sleep. She'd go to sleep for a couple hours, wake up, I might as well start working. She starts working and she doesn't go back to bed till 2 a.m. Does the same thing. And she would repeat it every single day. And just seeing that, like, Mother, can you just take a break for a second? So then seeing how hard she would work for me to get certain things, I was like, if my mother's going to put in so much effort, you know, I do too. I have to put in the same amount as effort as my mother does, because I don't want to be in this, like, my mother is the only one doing the work and my mother is making me do this, but my mother's not making me do this. I don't want that to be the norm and what people think is really going on. So that's what really showed me that I have to put in the same amount of work.
Well, you did say you was watching TV and say, this is what I want to do. What is like watching me on TV? I mean,
why not you? Right?
Why not me?
what it was like getting that first role, you know, how that feeling was for you.
What was your first role?
What was it?
My first role.
Outside of modeling, your first acting role.
First acting role. Do I want to go like my very first agency or like big agency? Which? Okay,
It's up to you.
I think I'm gonna go big agency. So my first real role was when I got casted as Malik in City of Vultures 2. And being on set, I got to learn a lot from the director, Mr. Marcus Carruthers, and I was actually on set with Mr. Kendrick, and it was actually really, really fun, you know, seeing what the cameraman would do from there and the editing that went behind it, and finally getting to see myself on Tubi, which was very great. So that was my first role, and ever since then, I was like, I want to do this more and more and more.
Now, what was your family and friends' reaction when they seen that you were in your first movie? They're like, oh, wow.
I started being called Malik. Everywhere I go, what's up, Malik? Especially when I did my first play, and I had invited we had the day where we can invite all of our friends. I invited all of my best friends, and they were like, what's up, Ruben? They even changed my contact name to Ruben, and it was just so crazy. Like, my friends had actually supported me, and that's how I really know I want to keep them as real friends. So, you know, when they support you, they're there for you.
You know, our last interview, we were talking about creating that creative circle, and I think it's very important to be around supporters and people who want what's best for you. So I think you're right on task with finding your friends if they support you, and, you know, maybe they want to act too, and maybe they're a little scared.
You met a lot of people along the way. Who was the favorite person you ever met?
You put me on the spot.
Y'all, I got to.
You put me on the
I
spot.
got to. Give us 3.
3, okay.
Give us 3.
It don't have to be top 3.
Yeah.
It can be any 3 you can
I met Mr. Gio Johnson. He helped me a lot with acting. Him and Miss Mary Q Angel were 2 people who helped me very much. But favorite people I've met, I'd say Mr. Gio Johnson, Dwayne Wade, Ice Cube.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay. And I bet you travel a lot, man. What's some of the coolest things you gotten to do while acting?
2. I got 2 actually.
Okay.
The first time when I went to New York for New York Fashion Week, that was a big accomplishment for me because I was so young and getting to walk on that runway with so many people. I remember I had on a white and gold suit. It had like little gold, like a featherish pattern going down, and there was so many people clapping. I was in my white. I was keeping my straight face, but in my head I'm like, yeah, I'm doing this. I'm that, and when I had booked my dream project, and I went to Atlanta for about 3 to 4 weeks, and I had
that's
a
the
great
project
time.
coming up soon, right?
Yep.
I guess we could talk about it. It's a Marvel project, correct?
Yeah, but I can't tell you the name of it.
I mean, it's okay. We don't have to talk about it, but it's a big project.
It is.
Are you a big fan of comic book? Well, obviously, the Endgame was one of your influences. Well, who are your favorite superheroes?
Black Panther.
Okay, that's
Black Panther always.
That's the right answer.
Especially the person who played it.
Oh yeah, I'm a huge Chadwick Boseman fan.
Hit me hard when he passed away. Rest in peace. But he's also one of the reasons that I got into acting. Him, Denzel Washington and Michael B. Jordan and Kevin Hart.
So Black Panther was
a
that
nice
movie for
name.
you.
It was that movie.
So, I mean, how do you feel? I mean, you being inspired by a Marvel project and you being casted in a Marvel project. This is a big leap towards what you wanted.
Yeah.
You saw Endgame like, oh, that could be me, and now it literally could be.
It literally is me. When I first found out I booked it, I actually cried. My mother picked me up from school. My agent called me, like, you might want to pull over. Oh, Lord, what's she going to tell me now? Is it good? Is it bad? So we pulled over, and then when I found out I got booked for, I just broke down to tears because this was one of the main things that I've been wanting for all my acting time. And to know that I'm finally here, wow, all these kids are going to see me. So I've pretty much accomplished one of my goals in my acting area. So I was very happy and proud of myself.
What's some more goals you have? Because obviously you hit one goal, you add another goal, you add another goal, and you keep going.
Some work goals. I want to book my first major movie.
Okay.
Like I want one on Netflix, and I want one in theaters. I actually want to produce. I either want to produce a movie or a play. I actually want to produce a play more because after I did my first one, I was like, I want to do this too. So if I could either be like a director or assistant director, I know I'm kind of young, but I want to be one of the youngest play producers.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's a goal on my list as well.
So what do you prefer? A stage or a film or in front of the camera?
I'm going to say camera, and let me tell you why. Because on stage, you got 3 months straight rehearsal every day from about 8 in the morning to 7 o'clock at night. Then when you on stage, you got it. Even if you don't get it right, they don't know what's right. You know what's right. So, but that's one of the parts about it. And then when you're on commercial, it's the bad part about that is it takes forever just to see you again. You do it then you're like, when am I gonna see me? And then it end up taking 2 years. Like, jeez. So it's pros and cons of both, but I'd say TV more.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm still key on the how he coming sharp, man.
Well, you know he was in Fashion Week.
Yeah, man.
He coming representing. I mean, you look like a star. Your head's on straight. You already figured out. I definitely think you could produce a play.
Yeah.
There's no doubt in my head. With the little that I know of you right now, I definitely think you could produce a play. What would the play be about? Is this something you gave thought, or I just?
I actually had a dream of it a couple of days ago. I think if I did write a play, I really want it to be about a boy, like really just growing up in a bad neighborhood with a single mother, and then it's just random guy who just comes up to him one day and changes his life forever. Okay. And I want it to be called A Mystery.
I can't wait to see that because I know you're gonna make it. Like, there's not a doubt in my mind that this is gonna get made, and I'm gonna go see it. Me and Kendrick are gonna be first there, man.
So how was it? How was that experience for you being on Chicago Meds? How was that experience like?
That was a good experience too because I was young and I learned something. Like, cause I had kind of messed up. I got off track a bit. And one of the actors, he was like, that's not important right now. And when he said that, at first, since I was kind of young, I was like, dang, you ain't got to be so harsh about it. But now that I'm getting older and I'm getting into it more, I'm like, he was right. You know, when you on set, you got to be in that mode to act. You can't really be worrying about everything else. You got to lock in. So I think that's something that I learned from being on set. And my favorite part about it was actually getting the snake bite on my arm. They had to it was makeup actually, and it took them like a good 3-4 hours just to put it on and a couple minutes to take it off. And when they take it off, my arm would just smell so. But getting to like actually see it, I'm just like, how did they do that just with makeup? And then, you know, seeing all the little kinks and can I tell you guys something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when we did it, the throw up wasn't throw up. It was yogurt, bananas, and coffee.
That smell might make me throw up.
I almost actually did throw up because it was so ugh. But yeah, getting to see all the little movie magic happen. That was one of my favorite parts of Chicago, man.
So what advice can you give other kids your age or people in your age range about becoming what you accomplished or, you know, getting to where you are currently?
You gotta want it. That's the main thing that I could tell them is that you have to want it. You can't say I want to do it and then be lazy. You can't finally get that audition and then not want to go over that script over and over again. When you get that audition and you finally get there, you gotta keep going over it. You know, you can't have all of them breaks. You gotta go over some more and more. And even when you got it, you may just have the lines, but you gotta have it to where you can actually act it, feel that emotion there, and you're gonna have a lot of long nights. So it's definitely something that you gotta prepare for, and it's not easy. Yeah. And something else I learned: no doesn't really mean no. Like a lot of times, a director, you'll get like a callback, which is one of the best feelings you could get, and then you may not get the role, but it's not always, and it's not really that you're a bad actor. It's sometimes that you're just not what they're looking for in the moment. And I've had that happen, but then they come back, and that's something that they want me for. I've had that happen to me with a couple of commercials. We weren't looking for you for this commercial, but the next one, this is what we're looking for, so they reach out to you again. And those are two things that you really got to know in this industry.
Okay.
Yeah. So, man, it's been a great interview with Harper Anthony, man. It was great to have you, man.
Thank you.
We got some quick fire questions.
Quick fire.
Get to know you. It's all this or that.
Hey, I'm ready.
And then somebody we already touched on. Would you like to be in front of the camera or behind the camera?
In front.
In-person audition or self-tape?
Self-tape.
Stage, film, or commercial?
No, that's
It's not easy. They all got a pros and cons.
They all do. I'm gonna say film.
Do you prefer a series or a movie?
Series.
Actor or actress you would like to work with?
I'm gonna say this loud and proud. Kevin Hart. When I book something with Kevin Hart, I'm gonna smile and when I get on set, I'll be like, I just worked with Kevin Hart on set. Because he's so funny to me.
Kevin Hart, you better put him on.
Put me on, please.
Winter or summer?
Summer.
Would you rather visit the past or the future?
The future. I want to see where I am.
Breakfast or dinner?
Dinner. I don't really eat breakfast. I'm not a breakfast person.
This is a random one. Lose one finger or gain 2 fingers?
Lose one. Ugh.
You want 11? You want 9?
Bye.
Got any more, Kendrick?
Yeah, man, it was fun, man, having you, man. Thank you for coming through, man. We really do appreciate you, man.
I know your career is going to be great.
Yeah.
I know you got a long journey ahead. I can't wait to see you and stuff. I can't wait to see what you got coming up. We can't talk about it yet, but I know it's going to be amazing. I can't wait to see your play, the movie you make, because you're going to have a long journey ahead. And
Thank you.
I'm
speechless, man.
Thank you very much.
Until the next episode,
I'm your host, Xavier McKnight.
and I am your co-host, Kendrick Holmes.
And this is the Independent Film Podcast.
Yeah. Hi, everybody. My name is Harper Anthony. I'm a 12-year-old model, actor, and entrepreneur. Today, I have a short film showing in festivals. It's called Perdido, which is produced and written and directed by Mr. Muhammad Bilal. I hope you guys can follow me on Instagram and TikTok. And he is Harper. You guys can follow me on Facebook at Model Harper Anthony.